This is going to be a video product review of a Primeline spring-loaded sliding window tilt latch. I didn't know what the heck these things were called. I'm going to show you when I get over to the house and do an install on these. But that's the window. Do we have any other pictures on here? So you get this window, and normally you've got your centerpiece where you can open the window, but you've also got these little latch pieces. This thing that's mounted on the top. It's kind of like a sash window, and you can slide these pieces back. You would slide this lever back. This little latch thing would go in, and you can fold the window forward so you can clean the outside of the window while you're inside the house. Does that make sense? So you got the thing and you flip the thing and whoop, you can go over there and clean the window. And okay, so when you buy your windows, these are installed. Some of these are, this is a mount on top. This comes with screws. You've got to be careful. Some of these, when you buy them, do not come with screws. And so if you're not going to buy this brand, which I will leave an affiliate link in the video description, if you're not going to buy this brand, or if you buy one of the other models, it might not come with screws. So you're going to need the screws that you have. Now, on the window that I'm going to be replacing, let's face it, not this company in general, but these things are cheap. These things are made, I'm not going to mention the country, but these things are made in a place, and it's cheap plastic. I will say the ones that are on the window held up really good, probably 20-some years. But if they are in direct sunlight, that is a definite problem. And what happened is this little tab over here literally turned to dust. I put my thumb on there to slide it, and it broke, and it was all dust. So I don't know that these are any better, but if the originals lasted for 20 years, maybe these will survive that long. Don't have to worry about that as long as they work. So this mounts on top. As you can see, this will go on the top, and the little lever, little latch, and the screws. And there are other models that slide in. You'll take the, you'll see this thing. Well, you know, if you have the slide-in model, you just take a screwdriver and you just open up the window, fold it forward, push, and the thing will slide out of a little area. It'll go boop, just like that. It does that. If it doesn't make that sound, it didn't work. So you have the little, here's your window, and you put the screwdriver in and slide the thing out and take the new one and slide it in, and then your little latch piece should work. They come left and right, so if you are going to do this, hopefully you can buy it in a package. If you buy them individually, make sure you buy the correct one, the left or the right one, or you're going to have a problem. They aren't that expensive. This was like $4 or $5 or something. What I want to say is take really careful dimensions. I went over to the house, and I got the dimensions, and I went online to do my searching. What you're going to have to worry about is center to center on the screws. This one is 2 1/8 inch, 2.5. This is 2.5 inch spacing, and they sell these 2 1/8, 2 1/4, 2. It's unbelievable all the dimensions that they have. So what you want to do is you want to get your center to center spacing. Over here they're listing 5/8 back set. What I did is I took center to center, I took end to end, I took top to bottom, and then they also, some of them also do the center to the latch. Some of these are in the middle, some others are, the little knob is more offset to one side. So you're going to need to get the correct dimensions. And after that, you should be okay. So I'm going to go over to the house tomorrow, and I'll pop the window open, slide or take the screws out. Be really careful. You don't want to damage the screws. Don't torque these down when you take them, when you put them in. Don't mess with the other ones when you take them out. It's just a tiny little hole in a piece of plastic, and you could ruin the window. You're not going to damage the window. If all else fails and you can't fix this, you just won't be able to fold the window open, but you're still going to have your center latch over here, and you might have to come up with some way to stop this thing from sliding forward. But just be gentle, as you should be with everything, and you should be okay. I'll leave an affiliate link in the video description. If this is not the exact model that you need, at least it will get you over to what you need. This is Prime Line. Some of these are made by, I think, Swissco, or I don't know. I wanted to get it on the big A so that I could return it if I needed to and get the shipping covered. So I will see you tomorrow when I set up the tripodal and we do a video of replacing the damaged window tilt latch. That's what it is, a window tilt latch, because it's the window that is tilting, whoop, and it is a latch. See you tomorrow. This is the broken piece. This is the latch. The 2 screws, the original screws, I will probably use them unless the screws I take out are exactly the same as the new ones. And you can see the little latch piece over there hanging down. So let's open up the window and take this out. Number 14 drill, 0.182. Let's try this again. Looks like it's going to work. I'll show you the latch in a minute. It's definitely going to work. It's definitely going to work. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put the other screws in, and then I'll come back and show you the final. There it is, the latch works, and I will put in the other one, but as you can see, they didn't drill the hole on this one either. Quality workmanship. I'm going to do the final one. I just drilled the screws, so we're going to undo the 2 screws over here. Make sure you save your screws. You're probably going to need them. Depending on how it was installed, there is no way that I could have used the screws that came with it. So let me take this thing out, and then I'll show you how to put in the last one. And on this one, we have an extremely long screw on the end going all the way down into here. And we have the short screw on the inside, so we just take this thing off. The screw is probably, or the spring's probably going to pop. When I take this off, let's see. There it is, the piece came out, there's the spring that fell out, and now we're going to put in the new one. I saw this in some reviews, and not only did they not drill the screws, but they sent me 2 left instead of a left and a right, so I'm just going to keep the one in there that I've got. I'm going to return this thing, say that they only sent me 1, and it's the wrong one, and then that's why you don't want to break anything when you're taking this stuff off, because you might need to put it back together, and this is how it goes back together. If you need it, the spring goes over there. And I'll be back.